she's certainly a big muse for this album, and you can hear it lyrically. It's too specific not to be about a certain person.
So I love your new single. It's been stuck in my head, which is a good thing. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind this, and specifically the music video, which I know Kody is in.
Yeah, so the song was written just pre-pandemic, and it sort of just the timing was perfect. The song kind of, I felt like, represented the times that we are now in, even though it wasn't initially intended that way. And so it sort of took on this whole new meaning, which is that, as long as you have somebody in your life that you can count on, you can really get through kind of anything together. And so we sort of took that, ran with it. And then visually, we wanted to do a video that had just that, right? So it's sort of this like Bonnie and Clyde element, this us against the world feeling, that we could tackle really anything. And so, yeah, and the video is kind of a cool little piece. It became like a little mini movie. It's a long video.
Cool.
But yeah, and so we had a blast filming it. We shot in the desert here in California, and really happy with how it came out.
Nice. Was it Kody's music video debut?
Believe it or not, she's done as many or more videos than me at this point.
Okay, so she seemed like a natural, so.
I did a video of mine called Wasted a few years back. And then just this year, she did a Hunter Hayes music video. She did a Mac Miller. I think Mac Miller was one of her first videos when she came to LA. She's a video, pro.
Music video pro. Did she teach you anything then?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's that giving me tips?
I think you guys have been together since 2012. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how did the pandemic, obviously you know each other so well, but how did the pandemic change your relationship?
Well, she basically just locked me in one room the entire time, and had the key, she wouldn't let me out. It didn't really change. I mean, honestly, it didn't change that much. We just got a chance to spend even more time with one another, which was nice most of the time, obviously. I think, when you're cooped up in a house together, you can drive each other nuts from time to time. That's just the way it goes. But no, it was nice creatively because she and I are both writers and both creative people, and we were able to sort of, bang our heads together and come up with what ended up becoming a really cool concept, which is this thing that we did for YouTube called The Quarantined Couple, where we just wrote a bunch of sketches together, and we were able to, come up with really relatable ideas of what it's like being in a pandemic with your significant other. So we did a lot of that kind of thing, and I did a lot of virtual shows and stuff. And we did a lot of cooking together. We were in the house cooking all the time.
Yeah. Everyone kind of fine-tuned those skills, hopefully, or decided or realized that they couldn't cook.
Or burning out, not trying.
Yeah. So it's been 6 years, I think, since your last album. Why was now the right time to start getting back into it?
I don't know. I feel like, I was living, those 6 years that went by, most of which was spent with Kody. And, I took some time to do some other projects. I worked on a television show, a couple different TV shows. There may have even been a movie in there somewhere. And so I just took some time to do other things and allow myself some time to do some reconnaissance and figure out what I wanted to talk about on the new project. And I think that time is important between albums in order to be able to talk about something new going forward. And it just felt like 6 years was plenty of time. I think probably we'll try not to wait that long next time, but it was a good amount of time for me to sort of collect my thoughts and figure out what the next move would be. And I think it really worked because I think this new album coming out is some of my best writing, and I think some of the most poignant writing, and really talks about what it's like for me as an artist as a whole growing up in the industry, and what it's like being in a relationship, ending in the industry. And it's, I think, really accessible for people. So I'm excited about it, and I can't believe it's coming out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Was a lot of it written during the quarantine?
So most of it actually, believe it or not, was written before. We were ready to go, and to be honest with you, in January, February of 2020, we were timing it. I had just finished a season of The Masked Singer. We were timing it with a big reveal on that show. I had several tours planned. So 2020 was supposed to be like the year, you know, and then the world shut down. So it was written just before the pandemic, probably most of 2019, even part of 2018. Did
Kody inspire some of the music, I hope?
Yeah, of course, I hope. Yeah, she did. I mean, I think it's hard to write an album after taking 6 years and not include some of that experience. So she's certainly a big muse for this album, and you can hear it lyrically. It's too specific not to be about a certain person.